Cybebrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
So let me explain what this particular report is actually. Just took this simple report because it's something which we use all the time. Alright. And I'm just going with the standard report which we have over here and how we can actually achieve all of this. Alright. You can actually have this worker type employee and contingent worker type replaced by your own location, or have you want to have it? And then, if you want to group it as terminated as one side, active or big count as one side, you can have this done, not terminated, not terminated, terminated. See over here all of these options terminated, not terminated. You are going to actually have the employee grouping in the columns, these columns over here, not terminated, not terminated, terminated, terminated. You are going to do this grouping over here, which is in the second part of the grid, via these fields that you have over here. And what is the field that you want to summarize here? I'm going to have a summarization type of count. Very simple, as count is what I'm going to be summarizing across different domains, and what is exactly the count? It is going to be that it's going to be like a grouping, and you have the drill down option over here. So let me go to drill down, and then I'll make a little bit more sense to you as well. If I go across to drill down over here, how I want to drill down this particular data. If I click on the 773, what is going to be the drill down version of this particular report? It's going to show me the worker information, and I can also view so much of other information over here. We have by cost center, country, FT, percentage, supervisory organization. So how do I want to have this drillable versions over here? Drillable fields available over here, because I was actually planning to cover this in depth and detail. But let's go through that. It's all right now. So I am going to display only those employees, and drill down option is going to be all of this, and I can also summarize it either by default. The default value is going to be fetching from your data source. You are going to be having your default field, which is more likely your employee ID or your worker ID, and the details see over here. If I click on details over here, your details, this is only displaying the employee information over here. If I want to add additional details over here, I will add that particular detail data over here. I will add more detail data over here. So let me go with from scratch. First, I've just chosen copy standard report to my custom reporter. I've chosen head counts by worker type. I've created my own version over here, and this is the matrix report which I'm trying to achieve over here. Instead of worker, employee and contingent worker type, because here what it is actually doing is we have different types of employee type, contingent worker type. And your active, inactive accounts. All of these are belonging to this particular field, and it's chosen with a terminated, not eliminated, and your count overall because of the drill down options I have over here. And I'm choosing in your case. You can put it as location instead of having it as worker. Employee type and contingent worker type. You can rather have it as just location only. And if you want to have it for a specific location, say for example, if you want to have it only for the US, you can have it as filter option country in US, or you can have a prompt over there. That prompt is going to see US only. That is the way you can achieve that. 5 columns that you see over here, row total descending, all of these 5 columns are nothing but all these 5. All these 5 are going to be nothing but your row totals descending. And this is all, row total. All of these values are going to be available over here, and which you can want to have some values. You can do it next. How do I group this? How do I group this? If I want to have a column vice, split up column vice. I am just splitting all of this. Here I'm saying terminated, not terminated active inactive account. All those options are coming from over here. Terminated because this is more likely. See over here our deli word field, which is going to say whether the worker is terminated or not. So if you see over here this option, this field is going to give. If it is terminated, it's going to give a value as terminated. And again, this is another calculated field, which is going to say whether it is an active account or an inactive account. So what you can possibly do is, if I were you, I would build calculated fields, since you are going to put it on locations. Just a small hint for you. You can put all of these as locations, and you can say whether this particular field is going to give. U is in the US, outside of US, or you can build two different location hierarchy. Location hierarchy is one for the east coast of the US, another for the west coast of the US, another for the central. So you're going to have three values over here. And again, it's like, see the way this splits is the more number of columns over here. There are two fields over here. So it is going to typically split it as 2 cross 2, which is like 4 different combinations active. Sorry. So it's going to be first, inactive, not terminated. Active, not terminated. Inactive, terminated, active, terminated. All the 4 combinations. There's a 2 cross 2 combination for the 2 fields that I am going to be choosing over here. That's what it actually drills down to. On your column grouping, does. Next, what is the type of aggregation that I want to do here? I'm saying it is count. I can also do another value or another type of summarization, which would be more like, say, if I want to find out the maximum salary for every location, I can do it. So I can say for each and every location what is going to be the maximum salary for every location. Say I'm going to build like 3 or 5 locations or hierarchies for East Coast. What is going to be the maximum salary? I can do that, because here, in that case, what I would do is I would say, here, I would say the columns will be instead of worker type, employee type and contingent type. I would rather have it as location hierarchy and then salary. And then I would just group this by that particular specific value or the maximum value for this value. That's what I would rather do it. And then the next is the drill down options. Drill down is basically, you see a small arrow over here, or drop down arrow. All of these fields say now, let me just show this to you. It makes a lot more sense because matrix reports are very, very interesting. And the reason why I chose to only describe 2 reports at one question matrix is because you guys will be enjoying it. See here. I'm actually viewing the criteria over here, or I'm only taking the worker's view. And if I want to select a filter over here, I can choose this like a cost center. By which cost center? By cost center. If I go and refresh this, you will see a completely different kind of a drill down feature. See, this is the cost center and how many employees are there. So you saw 700 and something, right? You had 700 and different values. And whenever you build a report, especially for your CHRO or for your higher ups, for your C-suite level people, this is what they would definitely be expecting. Because they would definitely be expecting at a higher level. They wouldn't want it. Just a small thing on there. They will definitely be expecting. How do I drill down this particular report? Because it is similar to what you can do in a Tableau or in a Power. So, those of you who know Tableau and Power, this is just something similar to what we have over there. And I can drill it down by different options.
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.